Hi, I'm Stu and welcome to Out There Living. Today we'll be doing some work on the Hi-Cat Sandfire chassis mount aluminium canopy. We'll be opening up the doors and doing some work on the internals. We'll be building a partition to house a Bushmans 85 litre upright fridge, and we'll also be building a slide out pantry. So let's open it up and have a look inside. As you can see, it's at its bare bones. We've got the front and back carpeted partitions in place with some foam insulation behind there and some carpet straight to the floor. We've carpeted that down with the fake grass glue from Bunnings. Pretty good product. It's just got a rubbery membrane. I've made up the carcass of the fridge partition. We had to cut a base in, just like a kitchen in your house, a kickboard so to speak, and then the cabinet will sit on top of that. Why we had to do that? Because we've left this canopy with the lip. We haven't installed a fake floor, just so we still have a little bit of extra height in here. So we've had to make it in 2 bits just to get it in. Now we've fitted up all this partition already and pulled it out and done a little bit of work on the carpet, drilled some holes in the timber, which we'll use some 6mm bolts that go through there into the uni strut frame and fix into these uni bolts. Now these are a little bit fiddly to get in. If there's any sparkies out there that got some tips for me to make it easier, put in the comments. I've also attached the drawer slide there for the pantry. It's just an old fridge slide I had laying around. I pulled it apart and reused that. Should have a really good weight rating. I put it on there just to make the pantry slide easier to get on later. Now I'll go ahead and put these in. Now I've got the fridge cabinet here. As I said earlier, we've had to put it in 2 pieces because we can't get it the height, and that'll just slide over and sit on top. Ooh, I've already fixed these brackets up here, so that's just a matter of putting another 6mm bolt in the uni nuts. We'll put a fish plate on here and that'll all get covered in carpet. We'll also put a bit of aluminium edging around the back there. We'll fix it up to the top tracks here with some 6mm bolts. Get them started by hand. You can finish them off with a tool. Don't want to go too tight, just tight enough that they'll hold. Now in case you're wondering, this is what I refer to as a fish plate. Just goes on there, holds the 2 pieces together, couple of long button head screws, and that'll all get hidden under a piece of carpet. I'm using long screws so they go all the way through into the partition behind. And the carpet will hide it all, so don't get too pedantic. I know there'll be a few people out there stressing, but hey, this is DIY. Now around the back here, got a bit of aluminium edging. Just going to go over the top of that corner and hold everything together. Use these button head screws so they sit nice and flat under the carpet. So you get your artificial grass glue, V-notch trowel, scraper, staple gun, a bit of carpet, cut roughly to size. Give it a dry run, make sure it's all going to fit. And now what we can do Just get a little scraper, give your grass a little bit of a mix, really stringy. Just going to wipe that on there. Just a couple of wipes, you don't need much of this at all, goes a long way. Grab your V-notch trowel, spread it round, hold it on its edge like that. I don't know if there's a right or wrong way to do this, but to me the right way is if you've got enough on there, it'll stick. Grab out a bit of carpet, start at one area. We'll slide this on here, so we'll start at the bottom here and staples are only a temporary measure till the glue dries. Work from the bottom, work it up like that. One in there, one in there, one in there, one in there, one in there. Just push this front edge around. You're gonna have to put some staples in that just to hold it till the glue dries. Chop the big bits off. There you go. Nice neat join. We'll pop these staples out later. Go through, do all your surfaces that are seen, and then we'll put the fridge in. The carpet's done for that compartment. Just around the corner, it's not seen there. So now it's in with the Bushmans fridge. And there we have it. Sits in there. I won't clip you. Nice and snug. Beautiful. Now we've cut all our roof lengths and widths. They've all got their own spot. And if you have a look up there, I won't clip, you can see it's not foil board. It's just foam. It's a bit thicker, just like a bit of house product for something or other. And one thing you got to be aware of, you've got to get contact adhesive if that's what you choose to use. That is good for polystyrene or polyurethane. Some of the other brands, they'll just melt it. So we're about ready to glue this carpet in on the roof, and I'll just try and explain to you as I go. I'll start the edge strip so you can see. It's going to lay it out like that, and directions say you've got to shake well, ensure clean dry surfaces, hold 20 centimeters away and spray both surfaces. Let it to get tacky and then push together. You can shake. Just do about half. Then you can stick it up on one end, do the rest as you go. Just run along like a timber or something, whatever you got. Just push it up. There you have it. It's not really rocket science, just follow the directions on the tin, you'll be right. Okay, so the Bushmans fridge is in and the drawer slide's installed. It's carpeted and we've finished the cladding. Had a few issues with the film and the wind noise, so we're not going to use it. But what we'll do, we'll run through it now. It's been installed for good 3 or 4 months now, so it's been well used. It's not perfect, but at the end of the day, I'm happy with it. It's DIY. Once this pantry's full of food, it looks good. We'll run through it. So I missed a bit of footage installing this pantry. What we did, we screwed, if you remember, we screwed this slide onto this partition when we put the fridge in, and then we just fitted it here with these screws, pulled it out as we went, and then we made up this partition and the inside box, fitted this slide to that, and put these two parts in and just screwed the other side on. We fixed it with a couple of screws down into the floor, around there and around the back, and then once again just some aluminium angle into the uni strut front and back and into this wall, and then we carpeted over the top. It's actually pretty neat. So there you have it. The fridge is in, it's all carpeted, the fridge slides good. Got 3 shelves here and they're all varying size. This is standard size for a can of baked beans. This will get your bread and chips and other stuff, and up here, you know, it'll fit a 700ml bottle of alcohol or lemonade or milk or whatever. Down there we've got your little shelf. I can slide a frying pan up there, chopping board, paper towel, that lives up in there, and then out the front I've got a little gas cooker that slides in and still have a little space at the front. You can see here I've actually haven't even taken them staples out yet. I'll pop them out the screwdriver one day. You see in there the same, but I've lined it with a dual colour aluminium composite panel from Bunnings. It's a gloss finish, and I used every last skerrick. As you can see, I've got a joint there. You'll never notice when there's food on it, and that's just Sikaflexed in, and just carpet on the back walls. Now I did have a bit of oversight here. If you can have a look here, I made the drawer probably 10-15mm too thin to allow for the carpet to come down behind that, so I have to run the slides on the chipboard, and I've left that exposed. I might paint it black just to hide it a bit. Now the one locking mechanism is more than enough. Same on this side, and that's just a full carpet shelf. As you can see, there's not much room to spare there. I'm happy with it because I would have rather this be, you know, 20mm further in, have more space for me tunnel boot. So we'll close that. This is the aluminium composite front on the black gloss side. You can get use it reverse and it just looks white. I've just installed a little cargo net there, about $2 on eBay, so it looks pretty neat. Still haven't put any black screws. If you look at that one, I've just gone over it with a permanent marker for the time being. The pop ones are held up all right. You won't see this footage for this carpet around the back here. That's the hole where the breather holes for the fridge, for the compressor, and we've just fed the power supply out there to the battery pack down here. Can't see it, but it's down there. Thanks for watching this episode of Out There Living. If you've liked it, then subscribe and hit the notification bell. Get over to Facebook and Instagram, follow us there, and check out our website. We're really getting active on the website. It's www.outthereliving.com, and there's links to all our videos there. We've got a really exciting 12-volt announcement coming up. So if 12 volts something you're looking at upgrading, we're starting to delve into the 12-volt pool. It's going to be very basic, and we're going to do it bit by bit. And attached with that, we've got some product discount codes. We've hooked up with a business. We're pretty excited to work with them. They've been really good to work with. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, if you're looking into some 12-volt products, this may be the episode coming up for you. So thanks a lot, and just remember, whatever it takes, get out there living.